Hello and welcome to another installment of the Aga Khan Museum's Museum Without Walls. My name is Marika Sardar and I'm one of the curators at the Aga Khan. Now when you see this dagger and its sheath in our galleries, you may well think they represent the work of a single artisan at a single moment in time. But in fact, the blade of the dagger has been made in Iran and the hilt and its sheath were made in Turkey. And together they serve as a reminder to always carefully observe the objects in a museum. They may not be as straightforward as you first think. In this case, the dagger's blade was made first. It's broad at its base and has a curving lower edge. This type of blade is known as a khanjar. The blade has been forged out of steel and then iron cut to create inscriptions that stand in relief from its surface. These inscriptions are located at the base of the blade, near where it meets the hilt. They are oriented to face you if you are holding the dagger in your hand. On the side shown here, the blade reads, "Help is from God and victory is near." This is an extract from the Quran, chapter 61, that's often inscribed on arms and armor, and that provides a form of protection to the bearer of the piece. On the other side is the phrase, Ya Fatah. Fatah is one of the 99 names of God and would have also provided protection. But in addition, it refers to God as the opener or key to victory. This side of the blade also includes the name of the maker, Faizallah Shushtari of Isfahan. He made a number of steel objects for the Safavid Shah Sultan Hussein, who ruled from 1694 until 1722, and because he signed his name to them, we can trace his career for a time in the early 1700s. The blade then traveled to Turkey. Steel was a precious commodity, and a blade as finely worked as this one would have had a high value, and so there are many examples in museum collections of blades made in one place being refashioned with hilts from another. On gaining possession of the blade, its owner in Turkey had a hilt made for it. This hilt is made of nephrite, a hard stone that we often call jade, and that might have been chosen because it too was thought to have protective qualities. The hilt was carefully engraved with a delicate pattern of vines and leaves that was then inlaid with gold, and a single ruby was then set into its top. The Turkish owner of the dagger also had a sheath made for it, a wooden form covered with velvet and silver plaques. These plaques have been pressed from behind to create a raised decoration on the front. In this marrying of parts, the dagger is a beautiful example of the interconnections between the lands represented in our collection and the appreciation for craftsmanship that characterizes all of our objects.